Welcome to the Barker Podcast Collection.
Welcome to my chat with the guys from Super Knocked Up. There's a web series about superheroes that knock each other up, pretty much. That's what it's all about. So I sat down with them. We spoke on a Google Hangout, which is like a little place where you can kind of do web chatty stuff, and you sort of interact via video link, and you have a chat with each other. It's all fun. I mean, this is all looking nice and that, because this is all like normal sort of HD stuff. But when we do the chat, it's a little bit blurry, but it's going to be fine. You know, but it's just me in the chat. No Will, no Ash, no one else. So hopefully you're going to enjoy it. It'd be really, really fun. So yeah, here's my chat with the guys from Super Knocked Up. Just me.
All right, okay, so introduce yourself, starting with you, Jeff.
Hi, I'm Jeff Burns. I am the writer-director of Super Knocked Up. And this other person is...
I'm Jourdan Gibson. I play Jessica James, supervillain Dark Star, in the web series Super Knocked Up.
Okay,
and I just woke up, so I have bad head.
So it's early in the morning for you. It's about 5 to 9 your time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not that early, but it's a Saturday. So.
Fair enough. Okay. So yeah, Super Knocked Up. Who wants to explain in a nutshell what it is?
Jordy is awesome at explaining that, so go ahead.
Okay.
Alrighty. Super Knocked Up. It's a comedic web series where a supervillain gets accidentally knocked up by a superhero. And they're arch enemies, and they have one night of passion and surprise, baby. So they have to figure out how they're gonna raise this baby together, and lots of shenanigans ensue.
I love the word shenanigans. That's funny. I just used that the other day in a Facebook.
You did? Isn't that a great word?
I love it.
Lovely word.
And it's perfect description of what happens in our show.
Yeah. So it's also like you said, you've done one season already, yeah, 5-episode arc.
We have, yes.
Okay, so, and that set up the whole premise, yeah. She gets knocked up, bam.
Yeah. So season 1, right, actually starts with kind of like the morning after the night of passion, as Jordy puts it, and it kind of sets up the whole story and kind of takes it from there, finding out that she's pregnant, and they're trying to figure out what they're going to do.
Okay, so you've moved into season 2.
We have.
Jordan's first season, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yep, correct. I was not in season 1. I didn't know these guys yet.
So obviously, season 1 was the saddest time ever for us.
Yeah. Devastating, dark time.
So if anyone wants to go and see season 1, they can see it on YouTube. Find it at your website, yeah.
Yeah, superknockedup.com is where you can see it. YouTube.com/SKU web series. You can watch all 5 episodes there. We got a bunch of cool bonus stuff as well you can watch.
But now you want everyone to go back and watch that, but also you want them to go and watch season 2.
We do. Yes, I do. Absolutely want them to watch that, which first episode just came out a few days ago. And so we're very excited about that. Really proud of season 1, but season 2 we took everything way up to the next level, and we think anybody who likes season 1, I think, is going to be blown away by season 2. It's really awesome.
So how many episodes of season 2 would it be?
So there's also 5 episodes in season 2, but these ones are longer than season 1. So
okay,
that's one thing I heard a lot from people. They're like, "We love it. Wish it was longer," which is a good thing to hear.
Yeah.
They want more. More shenanigans. So you'll get that. You'll get more shenanigans this year.
Cool. So how do you go about funding something like this?
Yeah, that's always a tricky thing. So season 1 was all in my own pocket, and season 2 though we actually we did raise some money. And Jordy, here you can take some of that. You know what happened.
Yeah. Well, season 1 was basically just out of Jeff's pocket. And it looked amazing for the amount of money that they put into it. So we had more money this season, so it's going to look even better, obviously. We did an Indiegogo campaign, and we raised quite a bit of money on that, and that was incredibly helpful, especially one of our biggest fans named Hans. He helped us out the most and helped us close the gap. So Indiegogo was great for us, and we were able to take all that money and put it in to season 2.
Yeah, Indiegogo. Sorry, I cut you off.
Hey, don't cut me off. No.
I thought you were done. Indiegogo was huge, like Jordy said, and also we're on a network called Coldcast.tv. That's with a K, which is an online network for independent web series, and as well as other places. But we get ad revenue from them, so also we brought in a little bit of money through there, so that was also put towards season 2, so that helped as well.
Okay, so coming up with the idea, you're the writer director, Jeff, yeah?
No, Jordan does everything. I just kind of sit around, eat donuts.
I don't know why. He's here.
Yes, I am the writer director. Yes.
So, how did you come up with the idea?
So sorry, I tried to think of something different. Jordan, I gotta start just having you answer these. Just start making stuff up.
Just sign off. Just sign off. We've got this.
Yeah.
I've got it.
I don't have to be here. I can go to sleep. So I've I'm a big geek. I've always loved superhero stuff, and stop smiling, Jordy.
What? I'm not.
Okay. So I love superheroes, comic books, all that stuff. I've loved since I was a kid, and so when I took this screenwriting course, which was a really intense 6-month course, and the goal was to write a feature screenplay in that 6 months. So in the beginning of it, when we were coming up with concepts, I was playing around with superhero ideas because I love that kind of stuff. And I never had made one in terms of my own short films, even though I love that genre the most. So I was just playing around with a lot of different ideas and going through the brainstorming stuff we learned in the course, which is screenwritingu.com, by the way. I'll plug it because it's an awesome course. I don't know. I was one day I just came up with that idea. What would happen if hey, let's say we had a villain and a hero, and they hooked up and they had a baby. What would happen from there? And I was like, wow, there's so much story material there. There's awesome conflict, there's comedy, action, everything I love. Also, that allowed me to focus on relationship stuff, which is what I think I'm most skilled at in terms of writing, and but taking into all that superhero stuff that I love too into that, and giving it a little twist. So yeah, that's where it came from, and I really like that it was a unique idea. I thought that's what I heard from people a lot, that it hadn't really been done before. So it's a different take, on the whole superhero genre.
Oh, cool. I mean, yeah, 'cause it's a good premise. It's it's one of them premises that people kind of have conversations about in the geek world anyway. They would talk about that sort of thing. They would talk about possibly Superman having a baby with Wonder Woman, or stuff like that. So, and it kind of gets people's brains going. But to switch it to a supervillain and a superhero, you think, well, that could happen because they're quite egotistical, aren't they? Either side. There's two sides of the same coin. That's how it seems to work. I mean, Jordan, what was it like playing a supervillain?
Oh, so much fun. I love playing the bad guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I do in my own life every day, so it wasn't that much of a stretch.
Yeah, she's so nasty in real life. The worst.
Good casting, then.
Typecasting all the way. No, it's fun. I'm a nice, happy person, so it's nice to play someone who is a little wicked. That's just kind of perpetually annoyed with the heroes, the superheroes, and their happy ways. And she has a lot of layers and a really good character arc, and she's fun to play. It's nice to play. She's kind of the straight guy in the show too, because everyone is, there's lots of superheroes in this season too, and they're, goofier and happy-go-lucky for the most part, and really funny, and my character is just more like, oh, just shut the hell up. And it's really fun to be the odd one in the show. I love it.
She's
and
really odd.
I get to kick a lot of ass.
Yes,
That's
yes,
good.
you do. You do get to kick butt.
That's a selling point, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it was.
so who plays Captain Amazing? Someone who's not here.
Where is he? Why isn't he here?
I wonder where he is.
That's
He's
strange.
actually not. He can't really read. He can't read very well.
No, Jordan actually has to tell him all his lines while we're doing the scene.
Exhausting. By the time we actually get around to filming, I really am a bitch. It's not acting.
So you technically play two roles then? You play his role.
Yeah. Well, we're considering just cutting him out altogether and putting a wig on me.
Right. We're just shoot her two different ways and she'll play both. That's a great idea.
That is a really good idea.
Yeah,
you heard it here first. That'd be a good one.
No, Mark misread the emails and thought it was Sunday morning, not Saturday morning.
Yeah, it's not as if we didn't send enough emails, is it?
No,
he
no.
read all 8 of them. So.
Well, like she said, he can't read, so there's the problem.
He's just like, oh, look, pretty pictures.
So anyway, Mark Pazula plays Captain Amazing, who is the impregnator, as we like to call him. Yeah, he's the superhero who knocks up Jordan's character, Jessica. And Mark's awesome, and he does a wonderful, wonderful job. He's very funny in the role, and he's really developed the character a lot in this season, season 2. I'm really impressed by what he's done. Jordan's sort of impressed.
I mean, I am blown away. I love it. Every time I've seen Rough Cuts is episode 6 and episode 7, and I just laugh so hard. Everything he says, I'm like, that was delivered perfectly. He's just very natural. He's very, very funny. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so his character is a womanizing hero, so he's always hooking up with all the girls, and he doesn't take anything really seriously. He likes to joke around. So very, very opposite of Jordan's character, like she said, who's more serious, and so that kind of annoys the hell out of her that he's like that.
It's like a normal like popular guy meets the outsider, you could say.
Yeah.
So you just turned out he happens to be a superhero, she happens to be a supervillain. So there you go.
Exactly.
Going back now,
you nailed it, and that's why I think so many people, whether you're a geek or not, I think why so many people can get into Super Knocked Up and relate to the story, because they're very real people, and you're right, they just happen to be a supervillain hero. So there's all that extra complications to it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's one of the first ways that Jeff described it to me. He's like, it's not just all about them being supers. They are real people, and that's like, I like that. I haven't heard her described as an outsider yet, but she is. She's a loner and an outsider, and he has all this family and friends and love in his life, and she gets kind of dragged into it, and it's fish out of water.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I mean, going back to before when you said the impregnator, that would, do you reckon that would be a superhero or a supervillain? if his only job was to go around impregnating people.
He lifts an eyebrow. The girl's like,
just looks at someone in a crowded room, bam, pregnant. It's like Village of the Damned.
That's great. I love it.
Done.
Season 3, we need that character.
It could be. It could be
Captain Amazing's enemy.
Yeah, but he's a superhero, so it's not really an enemy.
I see. So they're competing, like, see how many girls they can impregnate the most?
Yeah, there you go.
How many little heroes and villains will be running around?
Well, it'd be like Village of the Damned. They all get pregnant at the same time, and they all grow up and to be like little blonde-haired boys, blonde-haired girls. There you go. I'll cut this bit.
The rest of the series for us.
I'll cut this bit out. I won't put it out, and then we can sort out season 3 together. There you go. There you go. You got a bit of international input from all the way from England here.
Nice.
We've just gone international. Nice.
There you go. Nice. So, what's the reaction been like on trying to build up a web series? Because obviously you need to kind of build it up from season 1 to get where you are now. How hard was that?
Yeah, it takes. Well, the reaction's been amazing. I've really been blown away by way more views and popular than I ever imagined at this point. so for season 1, we've had over 2 million views, which is awesome, and really really great response, fans on Facebook and Twitter, and so it's really really awesome. And it's a tremendous amount of work. I'm every day. Somebody asked me the other day, a filmmaker at an event I was at, is like, you probably spend more time promoting than you actually do making it. I was like, yeah, that's true. I do.
Yeah. I bet.
And so every day I'm talking to people, which I love. I love talking to fans. They're awesome. And we have the awesome fans. But yeah, it's actually a tremendous amount of work just reaching out to people who never heard about it and trying to say like, hey, here's our show. I think you'll like it. Give us a try if you have a chance.
And Jeff's also really good about supporting other people's shows too in the web world. Like he'll go and spend time and watch their shows, and if he likes it, he'll promote them. And he's like, he's 1,000% dedicated to this and to the web world.
Oh, thank you, Jordy. That's very nice. Yeah. Usually she just insults me, so that's very nice.
That's really generous.
Yeah, that's because she's so sleepy. She's being nice.
She won't remember this, yeah.
Thank you very much, Jordy. You know what? That's super important. And Jordan believes this just as much as I do, that the web series world it's an awesome community, and everybody I've met has been super supportive, and that's the thing. We're all working hard trying to do our thing and get the word out. So we all got to support each other, and I believe absolutely, like Jordan just said, so much into that I got to support other people, what they're doing, and spread the word about them, and then they do it for us, and that's how there's no other way to do it, because we don't have the money like studios do, we gotta help each other out.
No, you're flying the flag for an independent web series. That's really good, because you're getting people out there who want to make a web series or any kind of short film. You tell them, like, just get out there and do it, and then you promote it, push it. And the good thing is, what I love is that you push it out there, and one person takes it and says this is great, and they go and tell other people, who then spread it about. So then you'll get people that you didn't even know you could reach watching it, and that's the beauty of it. That's what I love about it all.
It is. You're right. It's really awesome. Like with all the Twitter, social media, podcasts. Like, if I remember correctly, I think I saw you on Twitter. I sent you a tweet about it. And you're like, oh, awesome, cool, and you checked it out, and you're like, hey, I'll have you on our show. So, and now obviously all the listeners of your show are going to hear it, and other people and other podcasts maybe will pick us up or whatever, So yeah, it's awesome. You're right. It is really cool how word spreads, that kind of stuff.
Well, what I thought was really strange about it is the fact that you tweeted me literally 4 hours after so it really freaked me out, because I saw
I
it.
didn't know that.
Yeah. I saw it through someone else's. I think it was Corey from the Evil Teddy Bear podcast.
Oh my gosh!
I saw that he'd done it, so I thought, I'm going to check that out. And luckily, if downstairs I've got my big telly, and I can watch YouTube through my telly, and it comes out in HD and everything. So I loved it. So what I did, I played all 5 episodes on it, just back to back. And then obviously, I think I went out and done something, come back and saw the tweet saying, "Oh." And I was like, "Do they know I was watching? Have you got like spies watching?" Oh, he's watching it.
We have a camera in your apartment.
Yeah. I thought, they're watching me what? So
we know you're not wearing pants right now, buddy.
How'd you know?
We see everything.
I know you're freaking me out. That's where Mark is. Mark's here, isn't he? Mark's outside the door.
He's behind your curtain.
He is. He's stealth.
No, it's all right.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I did not know you had watched it just a few hours before I tweeted you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It didn't freak me out. That's why when I tweeted you back, I was like, that's amazing. I think before I tweeted you back, someone else tweeted you called the Blimey. And he went, yeah, he'll do it. He's kind of like my unofficial promoter, unofficial booker.
Booker, right?
Yeah. Nice.
And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll do it. He said, oh, where's my fee? And I was like, joking about it. I said, well, they asked me. You can't get a fee for someone booking when they didn't ask you. They asked me. So it was quite nice. It was good. And it just made me feel kind of like, well, it's nice that he's asked me. Like, he's asked me because, I do a podcast. You've never heard of it before. So it was nice that someone said, hey, do a show on my show. I was like, yeah, I'll find why not.
Well, it's nice that you have us on. Thank you.
Yeah, that's very nice.
It was good. I wanted to get more guests in for 2013, so you were straight on On the top of the list, you were, which is good.
Oh, awesome.
Because my show's all about, it doesn't really have a theme anymore. It's all banter and randomness and that. But I like to get to talk about geeky stuff and movies and TV. And we always talk about Batman. So, superhero
Batman?
stuff.
I love Batman.
Yeah, I love it. We talk about Batman all the time. I'm a massive Batman fan. I could sit there and just do a whole Google Hangout for 12 hours. I won't let you go anywhere, and I'll just do my Bane impression non-stop. So.
Well, now you got to do at least one line of it.
I know. I mean, you can't say that and not give us the goods.
Yeah, I love doing it. I'm not ashamed. I'll do it. You probably won't think it's any good because it ain't very good. But perhaps you're wondering why I'd shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
That's actually pretty damn good.
Nah, don't patronise me.
Good job! Now you have to do the rest of the interview in that voice.
No, I can't. Not the whole. I can't ruin it. Just little bits and bobs gets people excited.
Okay.
And Jordan will do the rest of it as Christian Bale growling as Batman.
So, Jordan, how did you get involved in Super Knocked Up Season 2?
Well, I saw a posting a long time ago on on Actors Access, and just a website where actors can submit themselves for projects. And I saw superheroes, supervillain, and something about fight scenes and a web series. And I had heard of Super Knocked Up before, because I've been a part of the web community for a while. I was the lead in a web series called Cell, the web series, like Gel Cell.
Okay.
And so I had heard about Super Knocked Up because of that. And I submitted and didn't hear back anything for a while. So I was like, well, that sucks. I really was interested in that. And then Jeff shot me an email, and he had watched Cell. And he was like, hey, video your audition, send it up here to New York. And then it just went from there.
Nice. So what's Cell about? What was Cell?
Cell, it's a dramatic thriller online, which can also be found on Coldcast or sellthewebseries.com. And my character, she's in a jail cell, and you just don't really know why, and you figure out more and more each episode. And it's kind of a mystery. It's definitely a mystery. It's a romance. It's dark, kind of a psychological thriller. It's good. I loved it.
That sounded pretty good. I could definitely check that one out as well.
Yeah,
so
it's very cool. It's dark. It's the exact opposite of this show, which is really nice to be able to do two shows that are so different in the web world. Really, really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I might be a little bit like Jeff in the fact that, like you said, he likes to write about superheroes and that because it's what he likes. But he thinks he's very good at doing the whole kind of romantic sort of drama sort of stuff, which is good. Which I'm kind of the same when it comes to. I like to kind of make. I make a few short films myself, and I made a thriller, 10-minute thriller, and it's not for everybody because it's very dark. It's very dark. But and whenever I come up with ideas and I tell them about them, they always seem to have a dark twist to them. And people said, all you do is dark twists. The problem is, some of my favourite films are romantic comedies, so I don't know where it comes from. And it really, really winds me up because when I go down to write down a script or something, I have to put a dark twist on it, or a dark tone, a dark element in it. But if they say, what do you want to go and watch? I want to go and watch, like, New Year's Eve. Or Pitch Perfect or something. I'm happy to sit down and watch that. So I don't know where that balance, where that comes from. I don't know what that's about. But I suppose when you get into a writing stance, it's kind of, you just write what you know. I'm not saying I know all about dark stuff.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah,
that's a little scary.
No, actually, yeah. I don't want you to see my short film now, because if I just said that, you'll be thinking, what does he know? That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
But, you just write kind of what goes down in your head, and it's easy. Maybe it's my expression. I don't know. But it's not about me. It's about you. We're talking about you. I always seem to do that.
let me add to your thing about how Jordan got involved. So like she said, just to point out how awesome Jordy is, we had over 700 submissions for the role, which is a lot. It's a long time. It takes a while to go through all those. But and then I narrowed it down to a few, and then I asked them to send in auditions, like Jordan said, video auditions. And she just, not to say anything bad about all the other actresses who are very talented, but Jordy just blew me away with hers. And anybody like Mark and other people I showed, same thing. She just kicked ass on it, and it was clear, she was the one. And also, and by the way, you can actually watch her audition on our YouTube channel because it's up there. Look under the Super Jordy category, you can see it. It's fun. And also, you could, if you're an actor, actually, I would just watch it to know how a unique way and very fun way to do an audition, because she got her personality across, which you're seeing in this interview. Very cool in that audition, besides just doing the actual audition, which I hadn't really seen done before, and that was pretty awesome.
Thanks, Jeff.
So you guys seem to really get on really, really well. It's just like
I fucking can't hate her. I can't stand her. There's the first F-bomb. I'm what?
You're a phenomenal actor.
I know, because I act like I like you.
I know.
Oh, have a fight. Have a fight on my show. Go.
Dude.
We're about to.
Jordy, you are a fucking bitch.
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't a fight. Oh, forget it.
No.
Actually, I can't do it because I fucking love her. She's awesome.
We love each other. And we love Pazula, too.
Who?
Yeah, I guess so. We do, sure.
He's in the doghouse. I texted him.
That's it. You got to really play it up now. Say that I was really looking forward to him. Tell him I was I'm his number one fan. Make him feel really guilty for letting me down.
Yeah, you cried a little bit. That's what we'll say.
Yeah. Oh no, don't say that. That's a bit creepy.
No,
I'll tell him he's really attractive.
Oh, don't say that. And I will come across as creepy.
He left his number, so I don't know what you want to do with that.
You said that he was behind my curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you can hang out with him.
He keeps popping out when you're not looking.
I'm picturing that now. Hey guys.
I've been picturing the whole interview.
I'm glad I could actually see I don't know why I'm turning around. I can see the curtain in the screen, so I'm not doing it, but I can see it. So I'm turning around. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I've had one of them days. Trust me, it's one of them days.
Oh.
But you've livened me up. I was feeling a little bit kind of before this interview. I was like I'm getting towards the end of the day. I'm going to go out and have a drink. If I'm going to do this interview, and then you've livened me up now, so now I'm ready.
Yay!
Nice. We've stopped you from becoming an alcoholic. Awesome.
Reason to live.
Oh no, I'll still be drinking, but in a happy way though, like a celebratory.
Happy drunk. That's good. That's
it. Oh, I'm always a happy drunk.
Oh, good.
So, Super Knocked Up. What should we look forward to in season 2? What's the key elements we reckon that you can sell to people?
Sure. So hopefully, go watch the first episode, which is out right now, superknockedup.com. But then, yeah, we got a whole bunch of other awesome episodes. Jordy, here, why don't you start? What do people have look forward to this awesome season?
More shenanigans. A lot more everything that happened in season 1. Season 2 is brighter and faster and funnier and some very colorful characters. More romance, more fighting, more everything. The stakes are higher. It's a cool show. It's gonna be good.
And
I think it's gonna get
also,
better and better each season.
Absolutely. Also which you haven't seen yet because it wasn't in the. Well, actually, no, I lied. It was in the first episode. You've already seen it. A new awesome costume worn by Jordan for Darkstar.
Looks good.
Thank you. Yes, it's very sexy. I almost look as good in it. So,
It's pretty good in it. It's true.
Yeah, but this season 2 is really focusing even more all the stuff Jordan said, and focusing even more with the relationship between Jessica and Michael. And how now that they're living together, how that's going to work, and the baby is going to arrive in season 2. Look forward to that.
Oh, super baby.
Maybe.
Who knows?
You have to watch.
Yeah.
And and really, it's really about more about Jessica, the conflict. She gets more thrust into the world of the heroes and all the other hero characters that are introduced. And it's really that battle, that internal thing with her, like, is she still going to be a villain? But now she's meeting all these heroes in Michael's life and the baby, and that back and forth, and how is that going to affect her and her struggle with that? That's a big part of season 2.
Brilliant. Okay. All right. Well, what we're going to do, people watching this on YouTube, we're going to sign off. We're going to say goodbye. So you need to go and watch Super Knocked Up season 2 right now. Literally, you're on YouTube now watching this. So you've got no excuse. There you go.
Exactly.
So anyone listening to the podcast, obviously.
Can I plug before we go?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. So superknockedup.com is our website where you can see everything. Not like everything in the world, but everything Super Knocked Up related. And youtube.com/SKU web series. So hey, you're on YouTube. Just type that in right now and go watch.
Yeah, there you go.
And hit subscribe, please, while you're there. That helps us out. And subscribe to this man's While You're Here podcast as well.
Yeah, it's a little button.
Channel.
It's there. It's right there. It's right. Look.
It's right. It's right up here.
Up there. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So do that to both of us, and Jordy can give the Facebook and Twitter stuff for us, please.
All right. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/superknockedup. Twitter at superknockedup. I am at Jourdan Gibson TX because I'm from Texas, and I spell my name Jourdan. Jeff Burns. Do you ever give your personal handle, or do you just like the Super Knocked Up? Keep it simple.
So I'm at Nightsfall with a K, but here's the thing. I always tweet from the Super Knocked Up, so that's why I usually don't give it, because I do all my tweeting from Super. Yeah, so just tweet me at Super Knocked Up. I've got like freaking 7,000 tweets there, and like not very many on the other ones. So
Cool.
Yeah.
What about Captain Amazing?
I don't even want to give his because he's not here. But
No.
I will because I'm nice.
No, fuck him.
Yeah. What a jerk. Mark Pezzula is at Twitter at MA Pezzula, Pezzula. He has a weird name. And it's like Ma Pezzula, which is even weirder. So
Yeah, it is. Or Map.
you think it was his mother's Twitter, actually.
Ma Pezzula. You're right. That's great.
So yes, but please, like I said, I'm on the Super Knocked Up one. I'm tweeting all the time, so please tweet us or comment on Facebook. I love hearing from people. And also we do Super Geeked Up. We do our own YouTube Google Hangouts called Super Geeked Up, it's Jordy, Mark, and Mark actually shows up to those, and me, and
Diva.
We do them every Wednesdays, which is actually the same day our episodes come out. So, and we have a lot of fun. We talk about geeky stuff. We answer fan questions from the show. They're actually a blast, and you can also watch those on our YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, they're really fun. They're really good. I like it. I enjoy them.
Thank you. Maybe we'll have you on sometime.
Yeah, we should definitely.
Yeah, I could come on and talk about Batman.
Perfect.
It's our all Batman show.
Yeah. It's the only superhero I really know a lot about. I know a lot about the others, but that's the only one I kind of can talk about.
Well, that's a good one. He's a good one to know.
Yeah, but everyone knows him, doesn't he? I want to pick someone that no one really knows. Like, I know,
like Ant-Man?
Yeah, the Wasp or something.
The Impregnator.
The Impregnator! Yes. Do you reckon anyone's got that as a Twitter? Do you think we should start that?
Oh, you probably should.
At the Impregnator. That's an awesome Twitter.
What you think? Funny thing. Wow, that would be. You're gonna get a lot of followers.
You reckon?
I reckon.
All right, okay. Well, we're gonna sign off on the video bit, but I'm gonna keep talking to you because I want to put stuff in for the podcast. Because I've got to leave a little bit there for the people listening.
Yeah.
If people are listening now on the podcast, they're hearing me say this. They probably don't really need to hear me say this because they're already listening.
Right.
But I'm just making it clear for the viewers that we're going to sign off now. So do everything that these guys said. Follow them, not in real life, on Twitter. Like their pages.
You can stalk me if you want. That's okay.
Yeah, stalk Jeff.
Stalk
He's way more interesting.
Might put you in season 3. Who knows? You might be the Impregnator. There you go. People are going to start saying the name there.
Submit your headshots for the Impregnator.
I'm glad you said headshots.
Yeah, I will. Face shots.
You
may
guys
have
are the
clarified
worst.
that.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Gross.
Alright, okay. Right, this is Bye. Bye.